I've never been one to go by the rules. Well, I didn't care what was in. Well, I didn't care what was cool. Well, I've always been a little reckless and wild and free. And the older I get, the younger I wanna be. Yeah, 'cause I'm still some kind of crazy, out on the edge.
Hey, welcome back, guys. No, it's been a while. It has been hot. We're here in Missouri, and heat's been turned on, let me tell you. And of course, with COVID, we haven't been doing a lot of bow shoots. So, what I'm here today is a clarification on a video I did earlier. It says the one bow sight or one bow multiple arrow setup. And I got a comment on that. And I'm not knocking the comment. I don't know if the guy was there to make fun of me or try to prove a point. But he said basically you can have one sight, multiple arrows. No need to have multiple. Like, the whole thing was overdone. Once you figured out what arrow to shoot, you could just basically shoot the rest of the arrows. And I could tell by the comment the guy was shooting very close. Yeah, 30 yards and in, it doesn't matter that much. I can have a 650 grain arrow, I can have a 400 grain arrow. They hit relatively close. But past that, in my experience, is when you start seeing big gaps. Like, big enough that you could shoot a deer and we're not finding it. So I don't know why this person said that. I'm assuming that they just don't shoot very far. Or maybe they're traditional shooters and they just slap a new arrow in there and they don't shoot very far anyway, because when I shoot traditional, I don't shoot very far. Most people don't. So the reason I wanted two arrows or two bow sights for my two different arrow setups were simple. I shoot past 30 yards. Most people, I think nowadays, shoot past 30 yards. Most hunters still now shoot to 50 yards. This is pretty common. I think 50 yards is a pretty normal range. Maybe farther. Okay, I mean, in the bow circles, people I shoot with in competition, they shoot farther than that. But when you want to shoot far, you're going to have it dialed in, and that's why I had to. So with that setup, before my bow went down, I was good to, I think we had it to 85 yards with a 65 grain arrow. Now, I'm not saying shoot a deer at 65 or 85 yards, but I could shoot 50. And back when I was practicing a lot before it broke, I would feel pretty comfortable at 60. Again, you have to make up your own view on this, your own skill level, because there are guys that can shoot 100 yards and take deer with a bow, and there are the rest of us. So that's why I'm making this clarification. So my point was that you can have one bow, you have multiple arrow setups, and you just switch the sight with each one. Again, don't know why this was a big deal. Sorry, I'm hitting a chair. I'm sweating because it's hot. I don't know why this was a big deal, but the clarification, be more clear. So you'd have what I call my target setup, which you're going to want to shoot, in my opinion, a 400 grain arrow. Some people might shoot lighter arrows or targets shooting, or maybe indoor, outdoor. And this is very common in the target realm. But this is for the average person. And then you're going to have a setup for hunting. And that could have been a 400 grain arrow if you're into those little light ones, or you could be all the way up to 650 grain for your normal hunting arrow. And then maybe if you want to do dangerous game, you could even slap on another arrow. Again, the whole point was, by a dovetail sight, you can just simply have more sights. And if you don't shoot very far, and you wanted something like 1,000 grain arrow for, I don't know, some big giant tough skinned animal, or you wanted something smaller, you could even go with the cheap route and get the adjustable 4 or 5 pins, whatever it is, and just adjust them. So I don't understand the big deal about it, but apparently it was a big deal. So I'm clarifying that that was for shooting far. Now, if your person's like 50 is not far, well then, no, listen, I'm not talking to you. But one bow sight, multiple ends to simply sight in and shoot at what I call average 50 yards. And then have a couple maybe for targets you shoot farther, and then maybe you even have one for super heavy big game that you shoot very, very close. So hope you enjoyed the video. Just clarifying what and updating you on this, that maybe I wasn't as clear. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you want to see more content, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to support the channel, I'm going to have links down below. We are not sponsored by anyone. These links will make us a little money and make you a little money. And remember to always keep it heavy.